realized I watched another show before you recommend.
Okay.
Before I forget, because I'm going to forget.
Yeah.
I finished Mob Psycho 3.
Hell yeah. How was it?
Peak.
I like Mob Psycho a lot, but it was kind of confusing a little bit seeing how they handled the third season. I watched season 2, amazing.
Yep.
And I remember when it ended, I was like, is there going to be another season? And I saw discussion online that there wasn't that much left in the manga to adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of odd. It felt very separated.
Yeah.
I haven't started watching it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had kind of like a similar opinion. When Mob Psycho Season 3 got announced, I remember thinking, where can they take the story?
Yeah.
All the loose ends have been tied up. I'm not sure if they can do anything, if they can add any big plot elements that are better than what they showed in Season 2, right? Because I think Season 2 was a pretty complete season. You know, everyone had
They could have stopped there and I wouldn't have really thought much about it.
Exactly. Everyone had their character arcs and everything like that. And then watching Season 3, it felt kind of like a season-long epilogue.
Yeah, for sure. It felt like the continuation where it's like, hey, if you want complete closure to all of these characters, this is it.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel necessary. Isn't it weird how I felt like these characters' stories were being wrapped up completely, but I felt like, okay, if you don't really care that much about seeing it all wrap up, I think you can probably skip Season 3 and you'll be fine.
I mean, I still think it's necessary. I think my thing about Season 3 is that it felt like it didn't need 12 episodes. You know, it felt like,
Dude, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There was like 1 or 2 episodes where I was like, come on, let's get through it.
Right. Yeah, like it definitely felt like, oh, they are really padding this out because they need to make an entire season out of this, and I don't think there's an entire season's worth of content that needed to be like.
I think 9 or 8 episodes would have been pretty perfect.
Pretty perfect.
I think the way it's Mob Season 3. I mean, I guess like spoilers. The first 6 episodes are its own arc. There's like 2 or 3 episodes.
2 or 3 episodes,
and then there's a 3 episode finale. I guess. It kind of wraps it all up, and I mean the 6-part thing in the start felt way too long.
That needed to be like 3-4
even
episodes.
If that, like
most.
Genuinely, I felt like that was too much, and then the last one was pretty good, but also dragged. It all felt just long. It all felt bogged down.
Yeah.
Some important things happened that I thought were really good. Can I spoil? Do you chill? Do you care? Or
no, I want to watch it.
You want to watch it? Okay. That won't spoil. One big thing happens in it where I felt like, that kind of needed to happen.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you can think.
The ending, right?
Yeah, the ending part. Where I was like, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that needed to happen.
When you said it didn't feel necessary, I actually like...
That was the one thing that felt necessary.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I felt like, oh, okay. Now that I finished Mobs 3, I'm like, okay, I was wrong. I do think it was necessary. I think it was necessary just because Season 3 it ended Mob in the most perfect way possible. And I think you cannot kind of like underestimate the importance of a good fucking ending, basically, where everything is wrapped up, everything is happy, and just seeing that final frame, it just like put everything together and just like was able to make me be like, okay, Mob's over. It's a fucking amazing show from beginning to end. Did it have its fault in like the pacing and stuff like that? Maybe in some places. I still think Season 2 is absolute peak Mob. Season 2 is just tightly written, some of the most amazing fight scenes in all of anime, and it's just banger every single episode. Season 3 felt a little stretched out, but I still think what Season 3 did was absolutely necessary.
I think the ending was necessary, but I think, again, like I said, just pad it. To get rid of the padding.
Yeah.
Cut it down, make it quicker.
Yeah, like there's this fight in this middle of Season 3, right?
Yeah, I know.
And it's fucking insane. It's absolutely fucking insane. But I wasn't as invested in that fight as the fights in like Season 2, for example.
Also, it was very confusing. Following that fight and the fight.
Yeah.
In Season 3, the one that happened, I was like, wait, what? It was really confusing. I don't know if I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
It seems to be an occurring problem with you in anime, where it's like, I'm having trouble following these fight scenes.
That's manga. I have trouble following fight scenes. In the anime, I was like, what? But yeah, I mean, it was good. I like the ending a lot. I think the ending helped. Cut it down. So if you're gonna watch Season 3, be prepared that it's gonna feel like it's really fucking slow at some points, but the ending is worth it.
All right, times 2 speed. Got it.
I would say.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I just, I do think now that Mob's over, it's going to go down as a modern classic. Now that it's like over, it's fucking incredible. And I think season 3 was less actiony and it played more on like the character writing, which I think was the biggest surprise of season 2, right? Because I remember watching season 1 of Mob Psycho and I was just like, oh, this is like One Punch Man, but like his younger brother, right?
Yeah.
That's what I felt, right?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, look at all these flashy fights. Oh, this is all cool. And then season 2 happens, and then you actually see that there is like so much thought put into the character writing.
Mob Psycho's good. It's one of my favorite shows like ever.
Yeah.
And I really like it a lot.
Yeah. And I think like even though it's just ended, season 3 has just ended, I think it's gonna go down as like one of the best anime ever made. Because this is the kind of adaptations other manga fucking dream of. You know, one is a complete adaptation, and two, Bones did not drop the ball at all.
Yeah.
In any part of the adaptation. You know, it was just some of the most incredible animation we've seen in the medium of anime.
Yeah. Still the best looking. I don't know how they made psychic fights look good, but they look really good. You just wouldn't think that psychic fights look good.
They went Dicko mode, dude.
Yeah.
They go Dicko mode. Yeah. That's
Bro,
right.
like that fight in season 2 with the teleporting
That's
guy.
still the sickest shit ever.
I still remember that fight,
Amazing.
man.
I'm still cream about that every night.
I wake up with a heart on. When
I can't get it up, I think back to that fight. I'm like, oh.
It's like, babe, give me a second. Already.
Show me the shot of the guy teleporting and kicking him. Oh.
One thing I will say, without spoiling what happens, I'm glad that there was a moment where they played the opening song once again.
Yes.
You know,
More anime needs to bring this back.
Did anime just like talking about anime tropes that we got tired of? I don't know why anime decided that was just a cheesy thing that they should just stop doing. Because I've noticed more modern anime have just stopped putting that opening in the climactic moment. And I'm like, why did we stop doing this?
Yeah, it's fucking epic.
This is fucking epic.
Yeah.
And I remember this, like, seeing Mob 3 and hearing it. I'm just like, it's been so fucking long. Why do we, like, when that song came on, I was like, I feel like I'm going to fucking cry now,
Let's go!
Let's fucking go, man.
Such a banger opening
It's
as
such
well.
a banger as well. And it's just, I don't know why anime decided to stop doing this. Like, they thought it was like, oh, we're better than this now. We don't need to put the opening song now.
I don't know.
We can just use use like one of the tracks from the OST. I'm like, no, put the fucking opening back.
Yeah,
please.
I agree.
We can use a random Yonezukenshi track.
It just solidified in my mind that Reagan is like one of my favorite characters in anime. Like,
Bro.
ever. He's such a goat.
Yeah, he is. Yes.
I want him to lie to me. Just fucking con my life, dude. Give me
Con all over me.
Just con me and just give me friendship and then become a genuine part of my life.
Yeah, I would happily be conned and
Me
scammed
too.
by Reagan.
For sure,
Yeah,
dude.
I would
scam
have to.
me
That would
so
be an
well.
honor. Imagine like telling your mates that you were fucking
You
scammed.
will not believe who just scammed
You
me.
were scammed by Reagan. Holy fucking shit.
So what's the anime you're going to recommend to me then, Garn, this season?
It's hard because I think you've seen most of the anime.
Okay.
Most of the anime that I would recommend, I was going to say something like Mob, but you've watched Mob.
Yeah.
If I had to throw like a curveball,
Like a lesser known one.
a lesser known one. If I had to throw a curveball, it would either be probably you liked ReZero, right?
Yeah.
Probably Summertime Render.
See, I wanted to watch it because it looked good. And so, of course, it's on Netflix in Japan. I was like, great, I'm going to watch it. Oh, no subtitles.
Yeah.
Is it not on? Is it on Netflix in Japan?
It's on Netflix
Yeah,
in
but there's
Japan,
no subs.
There's no English subtitles.
Okay.
Netflix does this for some reason, but they region lock stuff in Japan. I'm guessing it's an agreement with the content.
Yeah.
Whoever gives them the content that they can't have English subtitles, otherwise people
Oh,
are gonna
good way to practice Japanese.
I mean,
well, it is good, but then when it's a mindfuck show, you're like, uh-oh.
I don't know. Like,
I watched Jujutsu Kaisen the movie in the cinema.
Yeah.
That's fine. I watched the Odd Taxi in the cinema. That was not fine. That was definitely not fine. I did not know what was happening.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Luckily, I'd watched the entire show, so I understood what was happening.
Right.
But dude, it was impossible trying to figure out what they were saying.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I have a rule because I do watch approximately 50% of my anime without subtitles on.
Okay.
Like Bocce, I watch without subtitles on. My rule is it set in high school? If the answer is yes, I watch it
This
without
is the problem.
subtitles.
I have like
genuinely,
I am-
that is my rule.
If there needs to be some kind of world building happening, subtitles included.
Yeah, so like I have like this flow chart in my head where it's like, is it about high school? Am I going to watch it? Probably not.
Yeah.
Like it needs to be really compelling.
Yeah.
And then there's other like flow charts in my head that I'm like, is it also an isekai? Definitely not watching it. Because
Yeah.
every isekai show is garbage. Change my mind.
Yeah,
No.
you're right. There are two
And I
good
know you
isekai
like
shows.
that. I know you like
see,
that.
That
Yeah.
can't be an argument because isekai fans already know that.
Yeah, I know, but that's the problem. And so when I'm ruling out all isekai and all high school anime,
Yeah.
I'm literally left with like
Like-
2 a season.
Yeah.
Because
I'm left with
Like
nothing.
95% of it is gone.
I did a stream yesterday going through like a list of this random guy's list of like the top isekai of all time.
Yeah.
And I have like my rule of if something is what I would call a good isekai, right? Is it's a show that I could recommend to someone who is not interested in isekai at all.
Yeah, like I'll watch isekai.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch a ReZero, right?
Yeah.
but
And-
like, it needs to be good.
And I came down to the conclusion that there are only 2 modern shows that fall into that category. One is ReZero, and the other is Mushoku Tensei.
God, and I watched both,
And you watched both of them.
and I liked both.
And I'm like, I was going
Everything
down the
else.
list of everything else. I was like,
Skip.
like, I don't know. Like, people were like, Konosuba though, Konosuba. I was like, no,
I like Konosuba.
That's
but
like-
just barely. That
Konosuba is
just
like
about
a
gets to my threshold.
50-50 for me.
Yeah.
In terms of like, if
like-
you're
it's like-
if you don't like isekai,
It's like the Napoleon Dynamite of anime.
yeah. Like
You don't know.
Konosuba
You
is
don't
like,
know.
if
Yeah,
you don't like
yeah.
isekai, you need to be really integrated into anime culture to like it. Because there's no
Yeah.
way you can just recommend Konosuba to like a random person.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
street.
Also,
I agree.
season 2 was not that strong, in my opinion.
If you recommend Konosuba to someone who hasn't watched anime,
Yeah.
they're gonna think you're a freak.
Yeah, same with like
Straight
No
up.
Game No Life as well, you know. Which
Oh,
is like
yeah.
if you're
Yeah, that's the show you don't want to
It's a
recommend.
really good show. Just please ignore the. Just
ignore the
please ignore the fact that he's
incest,
fucking-
ignore
Ignore the
the incest, ignore
incest.
the lolly and stuff like that. But
Ignore
it's
the
a
bath
fun
scene.
show. It's a fun show, you know.
Yeah, it's great. It
Yeah,
uses
yeah.
your mind.
Yeah.